My dearest, I want you to know that I love you more than words can express. This love runs deep within me, and it's a feeling that I cherish immensely. However, there are times when I act in ways that might seem thoughtless, disappearing for a while and creating distance between us. I want to explain that these moments of withdrawal are my way of coping with the complexities of life. It's during these times that I feel the need to retreat and find solace within myself. There are moments when I don't feel like I'm in the right state of mind. I sense an overwhelming need for a break from the world, a temporary respite to regain my composure. I understand that time is a great healer, and I firmly believe that things will get better as I take life one day at a time. However, on such days, the longing for your presence becomes even more pronounced, and I yearn for you to be by my side. I want to reassure you that my moments of withdrawal do not signify a loss of interest in you, nor have I found someone else. Instead, I am locked in an internal struggle with my own mind, trying to make sense of it all. It's somewhat ironic, perhaps even bittersweet, because in this ongoing battle with my inner turmoil, I am simultaneously losing and winning. I am aware of the complexities that come with these inner battles, and I genuinely don't wish to burden you with my struggles, particularly when I know that you have your own challenges to contend with in life. Yet, your love and support mean the world to me. Your affectionate vibrations and caring gestures help me navigate these trying times. They are a source of comfort and hope when I most need them. I am doing my best to hold on to anything that makes me feel alive and gives me the strength to endure. There are moments when I simply lack the energy to engage in the world around me. All I desire is to lie in solitude, cocooned within the safety of my bed, with no intention of rising until this emotional storm has passed. I find it difficult to connect with anyone else during these times, as I crave solitude and the liberation it brings. It's as though I want to release myself from the heavy burden of responsibilities that life has thrust upon me. Breathing freely and unencumbered is a luxury I yearn for, as the weight of these responsibilities has become almost unbearable. This is why I turn to you, my love. You are the one who understands me like no one else can. This feeling within my head, this constant sense of unease and unhappiness, is something that I'm struggling to overcome. It feels like I'm suffocating at times, unable to breathe freely or see a way out of this emotional turmoil. So, I implore you to share your wisdom with me, for I trust that you can guide me through these challenging moments. Your presence in my life is a source of immense comfort, and I believe that with your support, I can find the strength to break free from the shackles of my own mind and discover the peace and happiness that I long for. I want you to know that, despite these inner struggles, my love for you remains steadfast and unwavering. Your love is my anchor, and it's the beacon of hope that lights my path during the darkest moments. You are the reason I keep pushing forward, despite the battles within, and I look forward to a time when these turbulent emotions will subside, allowing me to love you with the depth and intensity you truly deserve. I used to believe that I could never be wrong, and that my logic was consistently infallible. I thought that my reasoning always found its rightful place in the world. However, during the time when I was in contact with you, I stumbled upon some unsettling realizations about my own behavior. These realizations unveiled a world of unhealthy addictions that had secretly held me captive, shaping my behaviors and controlling the places I sought refuge. In the past, these addictions had become my escape routes, allowing me to hide from the challenges of life and persist within the confines of my comfort zone. Regrettably, it took me an extended period to recognize that the emotional distance between us was, in part, a result of my deep-seated comfort zone. This comfort zone was the mental sanctuary I had built for myself to avoid confronting my shortcomings and insecurities. I was determined to validate my decision not to be with you. I gave myself ample time to reinforce my conviction. However, the more time I spent introspecting and consulting with those who guided me in life decisions, the more I began to discern that I wasn't entirely content. My decisions weren't always in my best interest. Life, through its trials and tribulations, imparted valuable lessons, revealing that my addictions were a major impediment to personal growth. In order to live authentically, I realized I had to liberate myself from these self-imposed constraints. The chasm between us was largely a consequence of my unwillingness to acknowledge your perspective. Our differences fostered a sense of living in opposite worlds with inherently incompatible mindsets. I was reluctant to accept the idea that multiple, individualistic viewpoints could coexist within the same situation. People, I came to understand, are raised differently, and their life experiences diverge. After deciding to part ways with you, I sought solace by immersing myself in everything that helped me believe I no longer needed you in my life. Initially, it seemed like a perfect escape, devoid of any problems. But over time, my meticulously constructed world began to crumble as reality didn't conform to my expectations. I had shared my innermost thoughts and confided in those I had trusted, only to realize that they were remarkably self-centered. Their selfishness served as a stark wake-up call, shedding light on the harsh realities I had been neglecting. The more I evolved and matured, the more I gravitated back towards you. There were moments when I tried to erase you from my mind, to distance myself from our shared history, but I came to understand that these attempts were ultimately futile. Each effort to forget you led to the realization that you had left an indelible mark on my life and identity. My journey towards self-improvement has had a transformative effect on my mental health and emotional well-being. I no longer harbor the toxic, judgmental traits that once consumed me. These personal changes have brought me to a place of greater understanding, empathy, and acceptance, where I can now appreciate the diversity of human experiences and perspectives. I've learned that life's most valuable lessons often stem from facing our own weaknesses, releasing ourselves from the chains of addiction, and embracing a more open-minded and compassionate approach to the world and the people in it. The individual in question expresses a deep sentiment that you are the one they could envisage spending the entirety of their life with, sharing profound happiness together. This emotion runs deep within them, even though they haven't explicitly conveyed it, primarily because they sense that you might not reciprocate these feelings any longer. It's evident that there might have been a lack of communication or perhaps a tumultuous phase in your relationship, leaving both parties uncertain about their current status and the dynamics between you two. In their perception, you are described as a person of extraordinary qualities, someone who embodies love, kindness, strength, and unwavering determination. You are seen as a force to be reckoned with, resolute in pursuing your life goals. Your independence and self-sufficiency are striking, which has led them to believe that they need to bring something substantial to the table to be a part of your life. This sense of responsibility to match your strength and self-sufficiency is daunting yet motivating for them. Amidst all the uncertainty, this person genuinely believes that both of you could discover profound happiness together, nurturing a shared existence filled with fulfillment. Expressing these sentiments to you directly seems to be a challenge for them, but they find joy and excitement whenever they encounter you or hear positive things about your life's journey. You are a beacon of hope and happiness in their life, although the shadow of missed opportunities occasionally casts a pall of sadness over their emotions. They fear that they may have missed a chance to be with someone as extraordinary as you,